10 potatoes. Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to another edition of the Nintendo News Roundup. I am so pleased to be here presenting you with the news today, so let's jump right on into it. The big news story of the week, very unfortunately, Nintendo is going to be ramping down services for the original Super Mario Maker on the Wii U. More specifically, they're going to stop selling it pretty soon, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense. You're going to shut down a service. There's no real reason to try to get people to buy it anymore. They'd probably feel pretty gypped. And then people will lose the ability to upload new courses in guess when, March 2021, which is turning out to be just March 31st, 2021, the day that Nintendo takes all the Mario away. Though, fortunately, I'm reading this again and again, and I can't see anywhere where they are shutting down the actual service, the ability to go and, see other people's levels and play them. It seems that they're just preventing you from uploading new ones. I guess you can still go on there and find old ones, which is still pretty cool. I'm sure there's a lot on there. I don't know how long that is going to keep going. I'm sure that's not going to be forever. But I would hope that it's at least a while longer. This is a sad inevitability for any online game like this. Even under normal circumstances, this is an inevitability. But then you have the Wii U, sold very poorly. Nintendo overall just kind of wants to brush it under the rug and be done with it. And then, of course, you have Mario Maker 2 on the Switch, which, I don't know, I'm not gonna say, competes with the original, but at the same time, it is another one of those things. I'm sure Nintendo wants to focus fully on it. Hey, if you wanna get the Mario Maker experience, you gotta get a Switch, basically. And this does remind us that, yes, the Switch version will go down one day too, which is, pretty unfortunate. I certainly hope there's some way to archive levels or something so it never completely goes offline, but it is the more successful version, the Switch version. I could see Nintendo, keeping up with that for a lot longer than they did with the Wii U. I know that the major content updates, I feel like those are done, but it is going to continue to sell for the life of the Switch, so yeah, I see it being around for a good few years yet. In just a few days on the market, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity has become the #1 best-selling Warriors game ever. This series has been going for a very long time. It's very well-known, but apparently it really is just that niche. Injecting it with Zelda was a way to get the series to more people in the case of the original game, and then here actually putting a canon Zelda story onto it has apparently worked quite well. It's already sold 3 million units, and it will no doubt go on to sell a really good amount more for the rest of the Switch's life, so congratulations, Age of Calamity. It's funny how, this is probably the biggest boon possible for the Warriors series. The best way to advertise that series is to get people playing it because Zelda's on it, and I'm sure at least some people are gonna like the gameplay and be like, all right, let's check out the other ones. So good for them. They pretty much lucked out with this opportunity. Not just one Zelda one, but two, come on. Speaking of Age of Calamity, Eiji Aonuma was talking about the possibility of getting more Zelda kind of spin-off titles in the future, and right now it's pretty much what I expected. He's like, maybe, it could, but we're not gonna force it, we're not gonna make it happen. In this case, it worked really well. We don't know when the next time is that will work again that well, but we'll see. That is disappointing to me because personally, I love the idea and I want to see more of it, and I want them to start building up all these big giant narratives with all these spin-offs and stuff, which I will actually be talking about in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. NVIDIA is a company that provides parts for the Switch, and they've been experiencing record gaming console revenue. Yeah, you could probably guess why. The Switch is selling very well, and they are reaping the rewards. And speaking of manufacturing, Nintendo has partnered with Sharp. Sharp is going to be helping with manufacturing going forward, and this is actually enabling Nintendo to produce a lot more Switches than they originally could. It's helping them get around some trade issues and stuff, so basically all of this to say, production is back in full swing, it is going great, and because of that, people are expecting the Switch to be, the big item this holiday. People are still struggling to get next-gen systems, whereas Nintendo is sitting pretty with millions and millions of Switches on shelves, and they're gonna sell every last one, so yay for Nintendo. So Nintendo revealed a list of the best-selling Switch games in Japan for the year, and big surprise, what's right there on top? It's Animal Crossing. But what's number 2? What is number 2? Ring Fit Adventure, the #2 best-selling game in Japan in 2020. That's amazing. Oh, and then speaking of Animal Crossing, it has hit 6 million physical sales in Japan, and it is the fastest game to ever reach that amount, and that's just physical. I don't know how the physical's going so well when so many people are doing digital. The physical is still doing that amazingly. That game is selling just that well. But what's new, right? What's new? Speaking of Animal Crossing, it has won Nintendo Game of the Year at the Golden Joystick Awards. I'm shocked, just shocked. I really thought Clubhouse Games was gonna take it. I was sure. Nintendo is putting out a pretty spiffy looking little Animal Crossing themed Switch Lite for Black Friday, though apparently it's just in the UK, which is weird. I don't understand their reasoning for just like what territories get what specific editions and bundles and whatnot, but if you live in the UK, there's these pretty neat little Switch Lites there. Then final Animal Crossing related news. I was actually going to do this one last week, but then I forgot, so I put it here. It's not even that interesting. It's just that, you got the Dream Islands on Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Nintendo now has an official island that you can go and visit. And I think I really just wanted to say it because, do you think they made it legitimately? Like everything on that island, or did they use like a fancy little like island builder? Because like they're the developers, you know what I mean? I don't know. I wonder. So apparently a sealed copy of Super Mario 3 sold at auction for $156,000. And I didn't know this until I read the article on Nintendo Life. Thank you, Nintendo Life. I love you. But apparently that sets the record for the most expensive game ever. And apparently the previous record was hit earlier this year in July with a copy of the original Super Mario Bros. Selling for $114,000. So I don't know, I'm almost surprised that those are records. Seems like this sort of thing would be, I don't know, like selling at auction all the time, or, I don't know, one-upping themselves again and again. Like, it seems like one of those things that you wouldn't break the record very often. It would just be like, an unopened copy of this weird Atari game, $500,000, I don't know. But apparently, that's the record, $156,000. Wow, when will it be broken? Who knows? So Smash Ultimate, it's got its, spirits. It's got these like limited time spirits for certain games, kind of promotions and stuff. Apparently it had Octopath Traveler and Origami King spirits that were going to be limited, but now they are no longer limited. So if you've been just looking at that calendar, real stressed out, I know I've been real stressed out about, I haven't gotten all those spirits yet. Gotta get them. You can rest easy tonight, my friend. As I talked about recently, and also as is completely expected, people have been ripping open the Game & Watch and trying to see what it can do, and now there's a growing list of games that people have been emulating on the Game & Watch just because they want to, just because they think it's fun. They got Doom running on there, they got like Pokemon and stuff. It's funny. I don't personally see the appeal, but I really like that other people like this so much. Like anytime Nintendo releases a product like this and they're just like, what makes it run? What can it run? What can I do with this thing? Just to do it. Just to say that they did it, just to see what they can. It's fun. So Pokemon's getting another new line of clothing through Zavi. I guess that is a clothing company, apparently. So there's some clothes in there. I never know whether or not, I don't know, I just throw the merch ones in there. I don't know. It's like not super big news or anything, but it's kind of something, Pokemon getting another line of merch through this company. And then the company Pokemon Shirts is now not just selling Pokemon shirts, they are now also selling Pokemon masks. And they are cute. There are a lot of Pokemon to choose from. And for some reason, they're $18 each. $18 with $15 shipping for orders containing 1 to 4 masks. So, it's gonna be $33 if you want one of these masks. I don't get it. That's weird. But okay, you do you, Pokemon shirts. And speaking of Pokemon shirts, I have this sneaking suspicion, this tiny little inkling way in the back of my neck that we're gonna start to see a lot more Pokemon merch coming up because next year is Pokemon's 25th anniversary. Wow, 25 years of Pokemon. That's amazing. And very soon after Pikachu appeared again, I believe for like the 20th time in a row or something at the Macy's Day Parade, Pokemon went to Twitter and started teasing next year. Basically, they're just saying, we got a bunch of really cool stuff lined up for the anniversary next year, so don't go anywhere, and I'm sure that they do. Even on a regular year, they have a lot of stuff lined up for Pokemon fans. I mean, like, any given Pokemon Direct announces like 5 new projects, and we get like a couple of them a year. They already hit so hard with the Pokemon products and the merchandise and everything, I can't actually imagine what they have planned for next year, for the 25th anniversary. I do believe, as some people have pointed out, that next year also marks the 15th anniversary of Diamond and Pearl, which is terrifying because I remember playing it at my first job, and I don't like to think that that was that long ago, but it was, and so, I don't know, that lines up pretty well. People are already expecting Diamond and Pearl remakes, so I think at the very least, that's pretty much a lock. But what else? Who knows? Who the heck even knows? What? I mean, like, anything other than just, like, at baseline, we get so much stuff. What can you do to make it feel bigger? What can you do to make it feel like, oh, wow, this is like the year of Pokemon here. We already get games every year. We get movies every year. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Whatever the case, I'm sure it's gonna be something a lot. And finally, in community news, I want to spread the word just in case you haven't heard. Derek Bittner, Ash Paulson, and Steve Bowling, previously from Game Explain, have branched off into their own brand new channel called Good Vibes Gaming. These are 3 very talented people. They are even friends of mine. I haven't met Steve, but I'm sure he'd be my friend if I met him. And they're doing the YouTube thing, you know, reports and reviews, and they're doing a regular news show, which is very cool. No, I don't feel threatened. There's room for multiple news shows on YouTube. And then Derek actually did a super good video on Ganon, like as a villain, and the version of Ganon in Wind Waker. It's super good. Point is, they're just starting out. They need a lot of help to kind of get things going. As you know from a few weeks ago, Derek is actually a new father, starting a family. So go check out their channel, subscribe to them, give them some money on Patreon, help them out, help them get this this career, you know, kind of off the ground, or at the very, very least, just go check them out. Just go watch some of their videos and see if you like video games and stuff and watching videos about them, go check them out. They're my friends, go check them out. Well, that's it for the Nintendo News Roundup for this week. If you celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope that you had a very nice Thanksgiving. I hope that you ate copious amounts of food. I know that I did. So thank you for watching, and you have a good day. Goodbye.